take for granted the gift I have of being one of your children.
I have been so blessed to be one of your children and part of this family.
What fun being a part of your family during all this time.
Well, we're making a memory, you would say.
Anyway.
Most people have never even known someone who celebrated 70 years of marriage together. This is truly something to celebrate.
So this is your diamond anniversary. That is just so awesome. I'm not sure I can squeeze 54 years of gratitude into 5 minutes, but I'm sure going to try.
Offering a tribute of your wonderful lives in just 5 minutes is perhaps the most difficult assignment I've ever had to do.
Looks like I have 4 minutes left. It's all my sisters left me on this tape.
Mom, when you were, I think for every date I had, you made sure that I had a new dress.
You are one in a million.
I can't begin to thank you enough for allowing God to produce the fruits of the Spirit in your lives.
Given us me, you know we are going to unpack words. The word diamond is from the Greek word atomos, which means unconquerable and indestructible. And surely this describes your love for each other.
Okay. The next one is an awesome brother that you gave me, and how much fun and how neat a brother that he is.
Elizabeth and I were the only kids at that time, which was quite fun. He thought family was valuable to them. I heard him tell people very often that his kids was his best crop. I wasn't ever quite sure what he was meant by that, but I figured that we were pretty important because I knew how much he liked to grow really good crops. Let's see.
Anyway, we had lots of fun and then lots of fun trips. Denny and I were riding on the back of whatever implement it was, and Daddy got the end of it on one of the fence posts and tipped it over. And the diamond of being an awesome grandparent and showing me how to have lots of fun and care about your grandkids. What fun to get to all fly to Ohio, to all drive to Iowa, to all get the opportunity to ride dune buggies in Yuma, to all go to Colorado, to all go to Uncle Harold and Aunt Charlotte's home in McPherson, and for taking me with you to ride a bus to Atlanta.
Remember when we were traveling in North Georgia, and the only hotel room we could find for miles around was the one for a bus driver who wouldn't be out until midnight? We agreed to clean the room ourselves if we could sleep there, and then we sat and waited in the lobby for hours for midnight to arrive. Lo and behold, the lobby fireplace started smoking around 10:30, and people began pouring from their rooms in various states of nightclothes as the firefighters arrived. Mom, you began telling stories about each of them as they came out. I was laughing so hard I could barely breathe. And Daddy, you moved to another part of the lobby so people wouldn't think you were with us.
Then, when I was about 12, the next diamond that came along was Melita. So that was really fun to play with her, dress her. I remember that you always took each grandkid separately and did something special to make each grandkid feel like they were the most important. And then the next one is when you taught me about Jesus and showed me how to have him in my heart and live the Christian life and how to pray. The 9-mile cattle drive and riding my pony, which I wasn't even as big as the cows hardly, but you let me skip school and go along and do that. Ride on the cows and milk the cows.
Mom, I remember the jokes you made about finally getting things off your chest when you had your mastectomy. And Daddy, we and the physiotherapists and nurses and everyone were in stitches, laughing at the funny comments you made while working on whatever they wanted you to do.
Anyway, I went on started on the road, switched trucks, came back, and when I drove in, I saw the side of his new pickup cab area bashed in. I backed into it with the truck.
And then 16, and here comes another sister, Lorraine, and that was really fun to get to take care of her and play with her. Have lots of fun. Do Elsa's parents fly you off to Africa when you were only 16? Hang a swinging bed in their brand new home. Have everyone make a silly face for the family picture.
Well, we're making a memory, you would say.
See that picture up there? How do you like that one?
The Colorado anniversary, all of us meeting out there in Colorado, that was so much fun.
Let's see.
One of the Quaker understandings of marriage is that marriage is to help us know God more fully.
Then, when I got back from my honeymoon, here comes another sister, Janet. And I even got to take care of her even though we were married and in college.
Anyway, Daddy, he'd come in from milking or doing whatever, and he could get ready in about 5 minutes. I guess he needed to get out of the bathroom so the ladies of the family could get ready. And he'd go sit in the car and toot the horn once in a while he was waiting on the rest of us to get ready to go. When we were growing up, it was so special to get to go to other states to see family. And then learning that when you got to be a great grandma, you even got to serve them hot dogs for breakfast.
You would meet each adventure each day with expectancy, each stranger as a friend. Problems were puzzles to solve, never insurmountable, and always looking daily to God in Scripture for advice and guidance, following the Spirit's leading, and always with hearts full of gratitude.
Anyway.
Also, I remember going out to Hooker and farming, and Daddy said, just stay on the tractor and I'll take a little quick nap and then I'll come and relieve you. And he took a long nap, and I didn't know where the lights were on the tractor. So, needless to say, the rows that year on that field weren't very straight. Still loving us, praying for us, and caring for us.
See that picture up there? How do you like that one?
You have that valuable gift of knowing how to approach life with a sense of adventure, never afraid to see what is around the next corner.
He'd say, you'll never have to tell a second lie to cover up the first one if you don't tell the first one. And that kind of went along with their philosophy on drinking and smoking. You wouldn't have to worry about the second drink if you never took the first one.
Bringing home visitors every single Sunday, and we're always good to have friends. Thank you for showing me what hospitality is, what unselfishness is, and what forgiveness is.
Hospitality is one of the highest values in the Bible. Even God is often described as a host, providing food and shelter like manna in the
See that
desert.
picture up there? How do you like that one? Friends were also important to them. They valued people a lot and would always having somebody over. Seemed like they didn't ever know a stranger. Didn't matter if their house was so small that there wasn't hardly room for very many, but we'd crowd them in and fit in the table or share what.
I know of no others who do hospitality better than you, and it's not just the food and space. It's the fact that you know how to make people feel welcomed and comfortable.
By your examples, you planted these seeds in our lives and gave me the deep desire to try to allow God to develop them in my life.
Let's see.
Having to play the piano before the judges, and Daddy, you would always grab your hands, clear over my hands to keep them warm, and that meant a lot so that I could play really well on the piano.
They say the essence of being a Christian is not knowing how to recognize a miracle, but knowing how to make the miraculous routine, how to see the sacred in the everyday. And you do this so well, and you help others to see it too.
Well, one of the things that the folks really wanted to pass on to us was their faith, and they demonstrated this by showing us the importance of being in church. And they always tried to model at home, I thought, the things that were taught us in Sunday school and church.
And then the last one is, you showed us how to put a little sugar and spice and fun and add it to life. Not only do I reap the benefits of your examples every day, but our children and grandchildren do also.
Anyway, see that picture up there? How do you like that one?
Next one is all the fun that we had playing. I remember you playing with us when we were little. We get to go down to the barn and play in the hay mound. One time Denny was in high school and I wasn't allowed to go down to the garage and the barn to the party, and so Mom says, well, we'll fix that. So after the party started, we both hopped into a pair of Daddy's overalls with two heads and decided to sneak into the party so I could be a part of it.
Anyway, and Daddy would say, Grandpa, one of his sayings he passed on, it's easy to borrow money, but it's hard to pay it back.
The only problem was halfway down there we fell down. It took us at least 30 minutes to get back up, so we got in on the tail end of the party.
Let's see. Don't buy something you can't afford.
Nothing wasted, ever. Clothes were mended, taken up, let out, heads were raised, then lowered the next year, sleeves added and taken off.
And I remember smelling the lilacs and seeing all the trumpet vines blooming. And as I grew up, I would sit in church for hours and hours and stare at the fruits of the Spirit plaque.
Anyway, and we didn't hire anything done that we could do ourselves. And
also, I remember taking the motor home and going on a trip, and it was Lacey and I felt so huge because you let me drive the motor home, and Mom had told me later that she had not ever been allowed to drive it.
How to bring joy and laughter to every day, and how to be grateful to God for all of it.
So I thank you, Mom and Daddy, for being awesome.
let's see.
I love you very much.
And I love you. Oh, one last thought. Daddy, I just want you to know that I carry a jug of patience with me at all times. That's why I need such a big purse. I gotta quit. Love you all.
Thank you very much, and happy anniversary.